Hello party people! You don't know, you will not guess how many times I tried to record this video but failed because I am literally so tired. In Germany we are having exam season, but since I do study all day, I don't have any time for these videos. So the only place that is free is the night. So welcome party people. And today I'm just going to talk my heart off, a topic where I can talk freely about. I've prepared a few bracket points on a sheet of paper, but since I always say that I'm a psychology student, this is not based on knowledge that I've researched about or knowledge that I learned from lectures. This is just purely from myself and from experiences that I've gathered throughout my life and things that help for me, for myself. But you can always choose to imply that onto your life, or you cannot. Every human is different, and things that are working out for me may not be working for you because brains are also differently wired, blah blah. And this video will be about how to create your dream reality. And this will be getting a little bit spiritual, so I hope you are open for that, because I also get that you're not, or if you wouldn't be. And let's get started. I can't really do a swoosh because I'm not going to cut this video either, because I literally am too tired and I don't have time. But the base, literally the base of how to create your reality is manifesting. I have literally found out about manifesting 5 years ago. I've literally been so old. Oh, crazy. But 5 years ago, I was 15 and I was just feeling super miserable. And then I saw a video on how to feel better, and it was about manifesting. And back then I didn't know what it was, and I was like, is this person crazy? What the heck are they talking about? How is that supposed to work? Until I gave it a few tries and I saw that these baby manifestations that I tried to do were working for me, and I actually started to see results. And when it comes to manifesting, I'm a really self-oriented manifester. I often, back then I used to be honest, but now I don't really think about manifesting friendships, or I am in a relationship, so obviously not relationships. You can do that for yourself, that is amazing. But when I manifest, I mainly think about having the perfect mind space and loving myself and being super confident, and also being a person that is super productive, motivated, and strives towards their goals and always gets her goals because she's working so hard. And that is kind of the mind space that I want to create for myself. But there are different types of directions that you can take manifesting into. Just do nothing that is against a person's will. Literally, don't force anyone to love you. That is the disclaimer that I want to make. But there are a few different ways of manifesting. You can either visualize or script. These are the most common ones, and also I think the major ones that I use. Scripting is writing it into a journal, and visualizing is visualizing it. Oh my god, it is literally so late. But whatever I do is when it's first in the morning, when my brain is still super tired and wired for new information to get into my subconscious, I usually set a 5 or 10 minute timer and visualize my dream reality. I prefer visualizing because I feel way more gratitude and I feel way more deeply when I'm actually forming it into my mind, or seeing it in front of my eyes. And so I visualize about the person that I am, the life that I want to build for myself, and basically everything that I want to have in life. And then when the timer is done, I just say thank you, and then I move on with my life. Scripting is also really amazing. It's I usually have a journal for it, and I write also down everything that I desire in life. And then I just put it away and I forget about it. I journal, or I script when I feel my mind is way too messy. and I just can't sort my thoughts. And then I feel like when I like just write it down, I'm way more sorted and way more oriented. And I feel like they're like different persons. Like one thing may work out better for me, but the other thing may work out better for you. And when you want to manifest, it's also like important to have a clear mind. Like you could either go to therapy, that would be like the most ideal thing, but often people are not privileged enough to go to therapy. Also in Germany, like going to therapy is tight, like it is literally impossible. It is so rude. I will probably make a separate video about it, but so you can try to journal about it. That is what helps me. So like I'm always keeping a diary, and that is actually something that I've learned from my lectures, from general psychology too, if that says something. But if you journal focused on your negative emotions, you're also like way more likely to regulate yourself. And that is something that they did with children that go to school. Like whenever they were being frustrated, they taught them to like journal or talk focused on their negative emotions and like elaborate and evaluate based on their negative emotions, and they tended to be more social and have like better grades. So yeah, so literally just like focus. When I keep a diary, I often don't really write about like what's been happening in my day. I usually just write when I feel something negative and I just want to get it out, even if I feel something positive. But my journaling is like really focused on negative emotions, so that I have set them and I've put them onto paper and then I can release them. Also meditating, just sitting in silence for 5 or 10 minutes really helps me to clear my mind. Even if you don't practice manifesting, even if that wouldn't be your thing, which is like totally fine. I feel like it is good for anyone, and everyone should be trying to journal and to meditate, because literally you just get so much calmer, you get so much more relaxed. It is actually the reason why I can do a video while I should be studying. Oh my god, literally I don't even know what I'm doing. But this is also something that could help. And also affirmations. Affirmations are crazy important. So whenever I'm in the morning, right now, exams, why am I constantly saying I don't have time? Just be quiet, Sophia. But whenever it is in the morning, I look into the mirror, and I often have on my phone a list of affirmations, and I look myself in the eyes and I'm like, you're beautiful, you're confident, you're successful, you always get what you desire, you're magnetic. And that is literally what I tell myself, and I say it like completely honest. And to be honest, the first times you do it, you feel stupid. The first times you'll do it and you see yourself, you won't even believe it. You'd be like, what the heck am I even talking about? But I promise you, looking into your face and saying these things to you actually wires and programs them into your brain, and one day you actually start believing it. Like, have you ever told yourself a lie so many times that you kind of start believing it? Yeah, this is the lie. Just tell yourself that you're confident, that you're successful, that you can do everything. At the beginning, it will be your lie, but once you tell it like over and over again, I promise you, you will actually believe in it, and believing in it will actually be the factor that makes you do it and that makes you achieve it. And I'm sorry, I'm just listening. I'm just like looking at my sheet if I'm looking down. Sorry. And also, oftentimes when I'm feeling low, I often tell myself, no, I cannot manifest, and nothing will be working out for me because I'm like constantly feeling down and miserable, because everyone has these phases. But do not worry about it, because I'm telling you, being high vibrational is important, but being low vibrational could be even more crucial, because I feel like we need to lows to appreciate the highs. And the thing is, when we are high, when we are super happy in life, we're like at the peak at the climax of life or whatever, obviously we feel super happy and we want to stay like that forever. We like, these are the moments that we remember when we're old and we smile about. But the moments when we are miserable are actually the moments where we change. They are the moments where we actually improve. We actually find out what is wrong with us, what behavior is keeping us back. And if we wouldn't be miserable, we literally couldn't reach that high point that we're like aiming for. So whenever you're like low vibrational and you feel like nothing good is happening for you, literally just know that that is literally what you need right now. Sadness. Our brain uses sadness to come down. Our brain uses being low and sad to relax. Our neurons need to relax sometimes. So literally, just because you're feeling low doesn't mean that you can't manifest, and it literally doesn't mean that you can't make something out of your mind, that like out of your life. I'm sorry. So this is literally one of the biggest misconceptions I've ever heard about manifesting, but this is literally not true. This is not true. And also, when something bad is happening to you, you cannot control what is happening to you, but you can always control how you react to it. So obviously it really depends on the situation. Some things are just so bad that you literally need to be sad and that you can't find any positive thing about it, and I completely get it. And I do not want to put down your situation, whatever it is, but I feel like in a lot of situations, including from my own life, I am making myself be like into the position of a victim because that is where I'm comfortable. As I said, that is taking the blame off of me. So I feel like whenever something is negative like something negative is happening to me, obviously I feel sad, obviously I feel frustrated, but I always try to turn it around. Like whenever something is happening that I am not happy with, I try to find at least like 3 arguments of why this is good for myself. Like for example, last time there was an exam last semester that I studied for hours. Like literally I studied 9 hours a day and I got like such a low result. Like literally everyone I knew had a higher result. There's no one that had a lower result than me. And I was like literally so sad. Like I was crying in my room for a day. And so I literally had to get up and look into the mirror and I was like, thank you that this is happening to me. Thank you, because now I know that maybe doing the clinical masters isn't supposed to be my thing. Maybe I studied wrongly and I used the wrong technique and I can improve on that. Or thank you for teaching me that I'm like really nervous around exams, and so I can look up and like try to teach myself on how to be more relaxed during exams. Like just say things that you are grateful for that are happening from this reason, because I always told myself that I want to be a therapist, and there's a part of me that still wants to be a therapist, but I feel like because I always wanted to study psychology, I always made myself believe that I want to be a therapist because it always seemed to be the logical conclusion. And now I obviously will make a separate video on that, but I don't think that the clinical way or like the clinical career path is the career path among psychology that I want to go through. And literally having this bad grade made me realize that. So often things that are happening in your reality aren't against you. They are either meant to teach you a lesson, they are meant to make you improve, or they are meant to make you realize something about yourself. So obviously you can never control what is happening to you, but you always have control over your mind and reaction during the process. And so that is like kind of the base on how to create your reality. But now you need to know what you actually want. Like name me at least 2 reasons why you want to change. Like name me at least like a few reasons why you want to improve, why you want that certain reality. Because if you don't have a why, you'll just be lost. Like literally, you don't even know what you're doing this for, and you will lose track of it within at least like longest 2 weeks. So get a vision of who you want to be and who you want to become. I have a vision board right in front of me that I look at every day of the morning. This is also a way of manifesting. It really helps me because it gets me into the headspace of who I want to be, and then work towards it. Like make sure of knowing what you need for that. Like maybe it's a certain hobby, a certain type of personality, a type of confidence, or even a profession. Like if you want something, make sure what is like to know what is required for that, and then if it's possible, work towards it. Like we have social media, we have YouTube, like literally everything is online. Like literally you can probably teach yourself so many millions of skills if you just look up online. So you don't even need to have money for this or something like that. But yeah, this is basically what I'm telling you. You need to have a vision and you need to know how to get there. And if you know how to get there, obviously things will never go as they were planned, but they will go even better. They will work out even better. So just trust it, and if you know who you want to be, I promise you, you will get there. And this is the end of the video. Literally shortest video I've ever filmed in my life. This is sad because it's still 16 minutes. But I love you people, and I hope you have a lovely evening. Bye bye.